So friends, today I'm going to show you something cool stuff. So basically today I'm going to show you how to generate a bulb pattern or LED or whatever, any bulb light pattern using a Photoshop. So basically it converts the Photoshop generated drawn patterns into LED bulb patterns. So this is the setup, as you can see. This is Arduino Nano here. So these are 8 LEDs. Alright, so now let me plug this. Okay, so as you can see, now the bulbs are turning on and turning off. So this is basically generated from a Photoshop pattern. Alright, so let me open the relevant Photoshop file for this pattern. So let me go to my desktop here, and so this is the Photoshop pattern. It's now running on. Okay, so this white represents the full on of the LEDs and black represents the full off state. So basically your x-axis here will be the time and y-axis is the number of LEDs. So in this demonstration I will draw some Photoshop patterns and upload this to this Arduino and show you the working of this program. So this program, so this Photoshop image to C code converter written in C# from the scratch, and in a future video series I'll show you how to develop this, including the Arduino program and the C# conversion. So for now let me let me change this pattern and upload this to this Arduino so you can get an idea. Alright, so let me put it away now. So here I'm going to zero this out. Okay, I'm just deleting all the layers here. So I have to delete one by one. Alright, okay, I'll do this. No, I cannot do it. Alright, now, so as for basic layer, I'm going to set the black background, otherwise the whole LED will be turned on. Alright, so let me change this. Alright, now all LEDs are turned off. So my time gap is so. Alright, so this, if I zoom this in, okay, so you will see this one is 0 and this one is 8. So my vertical axis is 8 pixels long. So in this 8 pixels, each pixel represent a single LED. So my this vertical axis is the LED and the horizontal axis is the time. So here I draw a line to the 40 pixel mark. So in my case the 40 pixel means 1 second. Alright, so this whole area is now 1 second. So let me draw some basic pattern here. So I have a new layer already, so let me, alright, let's draw some basic patterns. So let's get the line. Okay, so here's my line. So I'm going to some line here. So this and another 1 seconds. So that means another 1 second means 40 to 40, 80. Okay. Right. So let's just draw. Let's just continue this one. So these are 1 second marks. So this is my final mark. So I'm going to. Alright, so let's zoom out and see. My pattern looks like this. What happened to it? Alright. So I have multiple layers. So let me save this as a BMP file. So this our C# algorithm accepts BMP files. Okay, so Control Alt S. All right. Let's replace this one for now. All right. So this is our program. This is just a console application with no UI. So this is the generated C++ file. So for now, I'm just going to delete this one. Okay, now I'm going to double click. It will automatically browse this image folder and generate the C++ pattern for us. Now it's generated. Now I'm just going to copy into this Arduino folder, and I'm going to replace the original earlier file. So I'm now open this from the Arduino IDE. All right. So let me get my circuit here. So here now I'm just simply click the upload button. So this pattern should change. So now it's compiling. Now it's turned off, as you can see. Now it's uploading. Now you can see the pattern is changed. So the pattern is now correspond to the pattern that we drawn in the Photoshop file. So this is the pattern that now is executes. So as you can see, this last end and this first end, when this pattern ends, it repeats back to here. So there is a small lock. So small jump from that last end to this end. All right. So those are the so this is the pattern that it generates. So we can do some cool stuff here too. So we can draw any patterns. So let me draw another one. So let me delete everything. So I use now normal brush to draw some patterns here. Let me reset my brush here. Brush settings. Okay, here. So hardness is 0. So let me draw some pattern. So let me draw a sine pattern here. So this is just a distorted sine pattern. Please bear with me with my artistics. Okay, this should be rendered. Let's see. So I'm just going for bitmap. So replace the original. Okay, and go back, remove this file. Okay, now we have the file. Go forward. We have to close this one and open again to refresh. Alright, so let me get set up here. So as you can see, the old pattern is still running, so I'm just going to upload. Now it's compiling. So it's turned off. So this is my weird sine wave. As you can see, this bulb LED patterns is also acting as weird lights. Alright, so now you can draw anything from Photoshop to the into this one, and let me draw another last one. So I'm just going to undo everything here. So you can use any type of shape here. So for example, I can use shapes like this. Okay, all right. So the shapes like this, and so like this. You can draw anything. Arrow. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds and 5 objects. So let's see how this one looks like in our LED pattern. I'm just going to save this, replace the original, say yes, and close this one. So delete the original. So delete this one. Let me get my setup here. So this is my earlier pattern. Now I'm just going to upload here. Yes, as you can see, now it's uploading. So these are the patterns that we draw from Photoshop using shapes. Now this is how they represent in this in the LEDs pattern. All right, so basically you can create any kind of pattern using Photoshop and use this use our C# program to convert this to pattern C file like this. So this is the bulb array basically. So let me draw another pattern for you. Okay, so I'm just using a line here. So basically what my pattern will be, it's like, so I have this go to here, and this one goes to here, this one's to here. So this is my pattern. Okay, so let me save this and upload. Right now it's uploading. You see the pattern. So this is the pattern, now it's running on. So we can do tweaks something like this. So if I use a cross like this, so let's see how what this pattern generates. All right, let's see. So let's save this as 1 dot. Yeah, you're right. So what this does is the C# program appends the files. So it basically searches for files inside this folder and then append those files to the pattern file. So there will be a pattern like this and the new pattern. All right. So this program support appending files, so you can draw small piece by piece and then do the final conversion and compile it and upload. All right. Okay, let's close this. All right, now let's move on. All right, now it's uploading. The first file will be standard pattern, the second one. So we have the old one, and you can see this new one. So old one and new one now appended. So this is the cross like pattern. All right. Okay. So that's the program. So this is the C file, pattern file. Obviously this uses the frog mem because these programs need much space to store this array. Obviously it uses program, so because this Arduino Nano does not have that much of memory in it, so basically we have to use program. So in later series I will discuss how to develop this Arduino program like this and how to generate the C++ file using C#.net and the Photoshop image file using the Photoshop image processing. So until then, stay tuned and stay safe. So goodbye.